What's good, everybody? So we're back with another one with your boy Javon. So I got the Chevy 2500 Duramax behind me. Today we're doing maintenance. We changing the oil, rotating the tires, transmission, fuel filter, rear and front diff, transfer case, and yeah, that's it. So come along, you already know what it's about. Let's get to it. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so I have my 22-inch socket with my air impact, and my lock, what you call it, lock nut key. Big tires. I like to check the brakes to make sure they're good. Rotor's not bad. Pads, if you look, the pads are actually pretty good. You can look at the rear ones too. The rear one's pretty good. Yeah. All right, first wheel off, on to the next. Check it out. Rear pads don't look too bad. Yeah, they still pretty good. Rotor's pretty good. Yep. Still flush. All right, guys, so since we got the front wheel off, we gonna do the fuel filter first, because it's easier. I can pop off the fender cover and we'll do it like that. I ain't gonna lie, one thing I'm very thankful is, you know, for God and giving me, you know, the reinsurance and just blessing me overall, helping and just guiding. You know, I wouldn't be who I am without him. And you know, just being versatile and learning, like, you'll save so much money doing it all yourself, because, you know, stuff is expensive nowadays, so you'll definitely save a lot of money doing everything yourself. Oops, I gotta replace that clip. Yep, sorry, I brought extra clips anyway. That's fine. I should get my pocket screwdriver. It's breaking off anyway. I got more clips anyway. No biggie. I'll take this one out. Sweet. See it? It's right there. All right, guys, this is the fill filter here. It's simple and easy to change. Usually I take this off the connector. This is the bottom piece, and I got my tub there, which I might put it up here to catch it. And you know, all you gotta do, remember, pry it, put the seal back on, and all that good stuff. It's usually hand tight, and you can get this nice splash bucket for a cheap price. You know, oil pan drain, how you want to put it, what the name is, only was $6. If you have a commercial, go down like the $4, $3. So just curiosity. You want to do like a drip pan, but normally, if you can see me turn it, it's plain and simple. It's gonna spill a little bit, maybe not. All right. That's the date 10. Oh no, that's a 03/24. Yeah, time to change it. All right, so this is the fill filter. I don't know the GM number, 1943-1541. The fill filter, AC Deco. I like AC Deco. Comes with new seals, gaskets. It don't come with another piece like this at the bottom, so you have to replace that over there on the other side. Gas gonna spill out, so just be cautious when you're doing it. And I know they make like a special wrench for this, this, and you always want to make sure this seal come out too, so you don't double gasket. Always look for that too. All right, let's try it. It's plastic, so you remember, you want to be careful with it. It comes with a new seal. Me personally, I will replace it. Some people don't, it's a preference. But hey, they give you one, might as well. And usually keep the seals, you know, I always keep my old seal just in case. You never know, something may come up or whatever the case is. So, you know, just keep the seal. And they make a socket for this, guys. I just don't have it, or you get a nice size wrench. But old school, just get some pliers. It's plastic. She need to be snug. Just don't break it. And then it comes with a new seal too. You gotta, it has the different sides are dent. You'll see the more curved, like dip part goes down. You want to make sure it sits flush. Sometimes they put I forgot what type of sealant you can put on here. We usually do it to put on here to keep it down, but once you get it in there, she usually sit tight. And then, like I said, always remember to make sure that gasket is put back in. So that gasket's still on here. All right. I have a little diesel that I'm gonna pour in there. This is for my gas can for my skid steer. Just pouring it in here. I mean, you gotta still bleed it and pump it up, but if you put some diesel in here, it'll definitely help. So don't take a little longer to prime. That should feel good. You just don't want to take too long to prime. All right, back in it goes. Same way you took it out. Make sure that seal is sitting flush. And push up. Wait till it goes on. Keep a rag with me. Shop towel. Hey, trust me, you'll know if it leaks. But you want to just hand tight it. Make sure that seal sit flush when you do it. Pay attention to it, because if it get caught or, you know, unseated properly, it will leak. It definitely will leak. So definitely make sure of that you pay attention to it. Sorry guys, trying to stand you up properly, forgive me. All right, that was good. Yep, but just hand tighten. And then the same connector here goes back in here. I'm gonna prime it up again. Let it air out. Open the bleeder screw, let all the air out. You see it. Get it back right. Crack it back open. Hey, this is helping at what you call it. So you priming it up, so when you start it, she'll start on the first try and get all the air out the line. And I like this, doing it like this, because it's easier and it's more convenient. Some people just crank it up and let it, you know, coat over and then let it pump it up. But I already filled it up with gas, so it should be good. All right. We're gonna give it a try. All right, guys, the moment of truth. Check and make sure it ain't leaking. That's the water. I thought it was leaking right there. That's the water. So you want to just check it and make sure it ain't leaking. And you're good. And that's how you change it. Check up here. And that's how you change the fuel filter. Next part. All right, guys, since we know the filter is back on and we can put the splash guard back on the cover before we put the tire on, because it was easier, you know, just want to make sure everything good. You know, make sure you ain't got no leaks, clean up. Use a wipe and just, you know, check and see. Spray it off. I'm gonna spray it off. On the other side, just to make sure, I usually run my hand across here and make sure nothing's seeping. Everything look good. So we can put this back on. Hey, big shout out to Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh, Automotive Plastic Fashion Kit. Go there, get these, stack up on them, stack up on these, zip ties, anything. Go to your local neighborhood, Harbor Freight, and they'll take care of it. They got everything. But I usually keep a lot of clips by them just in case, because I'm always working on something. And you want to make sure, find the clip that you need, and just do the reverse of putting it back in. We good? Now we got the oil filter, fuel filter back on, excuse me. We can put these big old tires on. I already rotated to the front. I rotated one that was in the front to the back, so we're gonna go ahead and put these tires back on. These are some beefy tires. I usually jack the whole truck up and do all of them at once, but I'm taking my time today and we're gonna do each side individually. Put the rear tire on. Side done. All right, we on the driver's side. brakes. Brakes still got meat on them. Looking pretty good. I'm sure everything looks good on here. Alright, on to the next. Brakes look good on that too. Good. Rotate the done. All right, guys, so we underneath the truck, gonna do the oil change. I'm gonna start by loosening. More minutes. Loosening the filter. You have a oil wrench, or you can get your band. One of the two. You just gotta turn it pretty good. And she should, what you call it, come out. You can, what you call it, drain it out. Hope you guys can see it. Sweet. Alright, well, putting a little oil around the seal. I had to put some oil in it. A little bit of oil is in the filter. I didn't want to put too much so it could spill out. So you're gonna repeat the same process. Make sure that gasket is off. Make sure it goes on straight and not crooked, so you won't. Make sure you got it straight so you won't cross the threads or anything. Tighten it up some more. Gotta get my shop towel. Okay, that's back on. All right, the next step is to take the drain plug out so you can drain the oil. see it. Yep, just let it drain out. It's literally like coming over the top just to here. It was just enough. This pan filled up real quick. Just kind of leaning a little bit, but hopefully it don't overflow. Okay, you can put the drain plug back in. My size is a 13. I don't know, sometimes it's different. Sometimes it could be a 13, maybe 15, 14, depending on the year. But mine's a 13. Turn it back to the on position. You want to snug it up tight. Yeah. How much oil? Literally like it's leaning a little bit, but it just barely made it. Sweet. All right, so we filling it up. It takes 1540. I usually get 3 of them. It takes 10 quarts. You know, 3 of them are 3.7 liters to the gallon, so it equivalents to what it takes. So we're gonna start off with the one that I already use for the oil filter, because I put some for the oil filter. So you just, you know, you don't want it to be the last step, because like saying, if you crank the truck up and you forget to put oil in it. So, you know, if you change the filter, you know, go ahead and put oil in it so you don't forget and you actually like start it up, because if you're not smart, sometimes you forget. Not everybody, but you know, it's just for safety process, you know, caution. So if you don't change the oil in it and you're like, I don't remember if I put oil in it, stop what you're doing before you move to the next procedure and just put some oil in it. There you go. Here is the transfer case for your four-wheel drive. It has the bottom drain right there. So I'm gonna drain this one. Put you guys over here. Now I'm gonna go up top and get the fill plug, crack that open a little bit so that it'll let the come out. Not bad. That's the 4-wheel drive transfer case fluid. Alright, put the drain plug back in. Let's back up. Alright, I grabbed some more. The transfer case acts like another transmission for the front. It controls the, what you call it, the differential too. So when you put it in 4-wheel drive, you have the front and the rear tires spin, especially if you get stuck. Back out like I told you, and when it drips out like that, that's basically meaning it's full. Yep, she's basically topped off, so you can put the filter back on because she's coming out. That'll let you know your level. That's your check. That's how you check it to make sure it's full. Sorry for the noise. Neighbors in the yard. Hey, you'll love doing everything yourself. Alright, that's on there. Alright, on to the next. Time to drain the transmission. Gotta change the filter and the filter inside the transmission. So screw on in there, way inside. Take the drain plug out. Make it do what it do. While that's draining, drain out. Take that one. Screw one out. Speed it. That's all drain. Yep, they have a magic one. So the old one has a magnet, as you see. You want to make sure that magnet goes the same way as the other one. You put a little oil around here. You can put some oil in here too. If you want to, you can put some oil in here. Check this out. Check that good. Sweet. It's just like a oil filter. There you go. Like hand tight. Alright. Drain plug, so I'm gonna take the pan down. I don't have to worry about none of that, let's call it. Don't fall on me. So it's good to have it drained out. All right, next up is to take these bolts out. Your 13s. We'll leave some over here. So we definitely got to hold it up. It's pretty heavy. So let's make sure. Steel thread, just glue in there. So definitely be careful. So put this back in. This just plugs and play. Just go like that. Once that in, you are good. All right, guys. So I had cleaned the pan and cleaned up the gasket, so it's clean. And I'm ready. All right. So this is gonna be the fun part. It's different ways you can do this. You gotta just line it up. You know, whatever's more comfortable with you, I'll say. But you want to at least start it by hand and get the gasket kind of like lined up. You want to kind of get the gasket lined up because it's like some of it gonna be like kind of off. Once you start it by hand, it kind of plugs into place like you need it. I like taking care of the truck, especially this one, my baby. Make sure you line it up. All right, now for the tighten up part, I use it like to kind of get it seated up where it needs to be. And you can do like a star pattern. You can, you know, go up slowly. Not too much. You can go like a star to make sure everything like sees up. So it's kind of like flush. You want to make sure it's all the way up. Once you get it started, it's pretty good. Okay. All right. After you've done it like that, I like to, you know, double check my work and go around. But like it can still be loose like this. It's basically like a fill. You can uggy duggy them, but I like to kind of go as a star pattern. Oops. Sorry guys. Go as a star pattern. And kind of go like, you know, around. You know, to make sure both of them are. So once you feel like they're all the way on there, almost on more, you can go around, start for one, and then just like snug them up, hand tighten them. You can use an impact gun, but it's a preference. You don't want to strip them. Yeah. If you want to just double check it again, touch them all one more time, double tap, just to make sure that you touched all of them. And don't be afraid to. Better safe than sorry. Touch that one. Yep. 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 Okay. Alright, let me clean this out. I'll use that for the oil. Let's Tim off. And let's put some transmission fluid in here. So let's take Differential 6 TF. I might have to get some more because I used a little bit of transmission fluid for the diff. I need a little extra, so I might have to go get some more. But it says it takes 7 drain and fill with a filter change. Because it's still some in the transmission itself. This is what was in the pan. All right, on to the next one. So we are doing the rear differential. You gotta drain the fluid. You know what it is. So you need a 3/8. That needs to be changed. Let that drain out. This is the fuel plug. Took the fuel plug off. All right, guys. Almost there. There you go. What's pouring out? Put it back in. Let's go. Alright, here's the front differential. Fluid exchange. It's full. It's dripping out. I'll let you know that it's full. I can throw this back on. All right, let's see what she do. Check the oil in her. Yeah, we're golden. Yeah, golden. All right guys, we finna wrap it up. So I got everything done on the truck. She's running good. I checked the level, everything is good, but I'll double check everything in the morning. Hey, you know what it is, this is the real. It got a little late on me because of the rain earlier, but you already know what it is, we don't stop. But with that being said, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Keep God first, one day at a time, one foot from the other. You know what it's about. I got my little light right here to hold me up for you guys can see me because it's a little dark out here. And the Chevy is good, and we all set the road. And don't forget to remember to keep doing what you're doing and never give up. Chase your dreams and stay positive, and regardless of what you're going through, you can make it and continue doing good and let God lead the way. With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay blessed, stay true, and you know what it is. All right, let's check the level. Good. Good. That's what I want to see. a beautiful glance of the beautiful Duramax 2500 66 LB7. She gorgeous, ain't she?